potato. And talking about potato, potato seems to be on the scarce side. And I was talking to one of the extension officers, and they said a number of things are scarce at the moment, a number of vegetables. So, a number of, because there's one of the big farmers, he hasn't got anything ready for before Christmas, just planting up. So there will be a scarcity of things, and then when things get scarce,
price go up. We'll come back to that. Let's
yes.
take, what's your friend's name again?
Orilla.
Good morning.
Good morning, my dear heart. Good morning to those two gentlemen by your side. Good morning, Brother Andre.
Good morning, Miss
And
Jacob.
don't know the border one by yourself, by only. You know what I want? God bless on all you today and tomorrow. Because today and tomorrow is a special day for men. You understand me? Today and tomorrow is a special day for men.
All right, Miss Jacob, do you know, we follow a particular pattern, and while you can call later and you can talk about whatever you want to talk about, there is a lady who is supposed to call now for a piece of scripture. So let's follow that, please, okay?
Love you, baby. Bye-bye.
Love you too. Take care.
Right.
Good. She says it's a special day for men.
Really? He didn't count it, maybe.
No, I wouldn't. If you question Miss Jacob, they're going to go on and on and on and on. And
I
we
know,
need to get drumsticks in because
but you know.
And then you got your planting dates ready?
Planting.
You know, the interesting thing is, JD, people are calling me, asking me for planting dates. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Drums are happening.
I'm there.
Okay. Orilla.
Good, Orilla. Good morning to you. Good morning to JD.
Good morning. Good morning, Ori.
A reading from the Word of God, John chapter 1, verse 13. Hereby know we that we dwell in him and he in us, because he had given us of his Spirit. And we have seen and do testify that the Father sent his Son to be the Savior of the world. Whosoever shall confess that Jesus is the Son of God, God dwelleth in him, and he in God. And we have known and believed the love that God had to send us to love. Sorry. Let me redo that. And we have known and believed the love that God had to us. God is love, and he that dwelleth dwelleth in God, and God in him. This is the end of the scripture.
Thank you, my dear. And what's up with you today? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Mm-hmm. Going on Lime today?
No. I went out yesterday, so I'm home today.
From 6 where you go yesterday?
I went in the pool and to my little green of nutmeg.
Oh, they buying nutmeg yesterday?
Yesterday and today, yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
How much a pound for nutmeg these days?
How JD?
I don't.
Honestly, how
I
much
don't
a pound
know.
nutmeg?
I don't have a clue.
$3.
$3?
Yeah.
I still could be.
They could do better than that. They could do better.
I'm fine too.
Yeah, they could do it. Like a $5 wouldn't be bad.
Wouldn't bad.
If it's $5, you go and sweep on that nutmeg tree.
Hold on, not really.
Anyway, so you're good.
Yeah, for the time.
All right, my love. Take care.
Yeah, have a nice day.
You do have a wonderful day.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
20 minutes today after the 7 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
What?
The weather new. What is it? Yeah.
The weather? No.
Continue. All right. Should I go to planting dates now? No.
20 minutes after? Nah. Let's do the weather.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
And then we'll do planting dates. Because we also might have Mina this. You don't have any guests today, right?
No, I did not make connection. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do that. We'll do the weather, and then we'll see if we can bring in Mina.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Get things going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lord, All over the world you go. Agriculture is number one. We soil is so rich and pure.
Exactly 20 minutes and 30 seconds after the 7 o'clock. Cassia Johnson, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, my dear?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay.
What's the latest weather?
Well, good morning to the listeners. Here is the weather for today, Thursday, 18th November 2021. Presently at the airport, conditions are partly cloudy and hazy with light showers. Winds are from the east at 10 miles per hour. Pressure 1012.0 millibars, which is below normal and rising. Present temperature 26.2 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 82%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.3 degrees Celsius. Minimum temperature last night 25.4 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was 0.2 millimeters of rainfall at the airport, which brings the total for the month to 14.6 millimeters. Looking at the public forecast, valid for today and tonight, the weather is expected to be mostly fair and hazy, with the occasional increase in cloudiness, accompanied by brief isolated showers. Today's maximum temperature 31.0 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough, waves 4 to 7 feet in north to northeasterly swells. A small craft advisory is in effect. Tides are currently falling and will be low at 2 p.m., high at 5 a.m. Sunset today 5:40, sunrise tomorrow 6:07. Again, the weather is expected to be mostly fair and hazy, with the occasional increase in cloudiness, accompanied by brief isolated showers. A small craft advisory is in effect. From the Met Office, I am Cassia Johnson.
Thank you very much, Cassia. Do have yourself a wonderful morning, yourself and all the other workers at the Morris Bishop International Airport.
Thank you, same to you.
Take care. 22 now. So, what are you saying? My phone really keeps going off. Let me put this thing on silent. Silent.
Silent night. So
Silent night, holy night.
Right.
I have something to say. I have something to say, but you go ahead.
Soon it will be Christmas Day.
You're a crazy individual, yeah.
I'm crazy. What makes me crazy?
Yeah, you're crazy.
When we talk about Silent Night, Holy Night, so I just go a little notch higher and say soon it will be.
A gentleman sent me a note last evening, and he said to me, another media personnel, i.e. Lou Smith, was saying that, no station except Harbor Lights of the Windwards plays religious music around Christmas time. So he's telling me, well, send Lou Smith a link to your radio station, let him listen. I said, I'm bothered, Lou. Lou is the teacher. So when the teacher speaks, you just leave it alone. A lot of times, just leave it. Doesn't mean that teacher is correct.
It's correct. Just leave it.
Yeah, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
Good Uncle Lou, good old Lou in the morning. Yeah.
You got your thingies, Your time for your. You want to do Mina first and
no,
then.
what I'm going to do it now and then.
Yeah, let's do the planted dates and then we'll do Mina.
According to the McDonald Almanacs, there are no more dates for the month of November. But according to the Old Farmer's Almanac, today is a good day for above the ground. Today, it was Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we have Thursday, good day for above the ground. And I think full moon should be tomorrow, so there is no planting on that day. But the 21st, 22nd, and the 23rd, which is Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, they suggest you can plant underground crops. Potatoes and beets and all underground crops can be planted Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That's it for planting days.
Repeat that first.
There is none according to the McDonald Almanacs, which most people follow, but according to the Old Farmer's Almanac, today is a good day for above the ground, and Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are good days for below the ground. So I hope listeners take notes for the week to come.
So they ain't going to plant this week?
Oh, you have today. You plant today above the ground, and then
that's it.
and that's that, and then for the yes, you're correct. Well, today, yeah, and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you look at root crops, underground crops, root crops. I was talking about potato, and then someone said to me, I think Marketing Board is now paying $2.75 per pound.
Yeah, pay for it.
No, well,
You don't have
no, well, that
so
when he says $2.75 a pound, that means to tell you,
how much do they normally
it's scarce. Well, under $2 and them kind of ways. When they get you $2.75 now, which means that
a farmer met me yesterday or day before yesterday in a traffic, and he says, Andre, I need an acre of land to put down potatoes. I'm like, what? Me? He says, yes, Andre. Find me an acre of land, please, so I can put down an acre of potatoes. Wow. I don't know where I could find that. And I have been looking.
But what area? Where you want that acre of land?
Well, I guess in St. Patrick.
It's in Patrick's, okay.
Yeah.
And it must be land that is the tractor could get there, because to do an acre of potato, you have to be land that the tractor could be able to get to plow, and then to ridge. The ridge make your bed, and then you plant. And if you have water close by, the better, yeah, because you can give them a wet, and you don't need wet every day. Once they catch, they take off. But now, once potato catch, that's the first period. Once they catch, then if it's once a week, they get a little water. They're good. They could survive. Some of the types they don't want too much of water. They can't take too much water. But a little now and then.
I planted some potatoes a time, myself and a friend.
Not me again.
Not me again.
Never me again.
Never me again with that friend. That friend ain't make no sense at all.
I hope that friend listening.
That friend played big farm and don't know what nothing. Can't even get a pound of potatoes.
I hope.
You telling me?
Why you don't say the rat harvest the potato?
The rat harvest. Rat take 2 or 3 potatoes, that ain't nothing.
Why don't you say rat harvest
What
the
rat
potato?
harvest what potato, man? Wait.
But if your friend was not a good potato planter, why people, everybody asking him, you have potato? You have potato?
I don't know. I never hear people ask him anything.
Well,
I never hear that at all. Never hear people ask him if he
people
has
asking you have potato. When you go, I will ask you. I wouldn't have potato for market, really, because I didn't plant any.
Happy birthday, good morning. There's somebody, their name is their happy birthday. They just sent hi.
Okay.
Mina is there. Hi,
Yeah.
Mina. How you doing? Nice smile. Yeah, Mina. Mina, careful. I'm going to add you to the stream with you grinning like a Cheshire cat like that now. Careful. You know I do that, yeah. All right, let's add Mina to the stream. Are you ready for her?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, okay. Well, Mina's come on to the stream and I disappear. Okay, right. There's Andre now. So you have Andre, you have JD, you have Mina. What a lovely outfit this morning. Mina, good morning to you, my dear. How are you doing?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Mina.
And Mina, you all have nice background and thing. That's at the office, right?
It's not.
That's home?
No, it's not my. It's not my. I just got here, so I borrowed someone's office.
Oh, you're borrowing offices now? Mina, you disappeared. How did that happen?
Sure.
You touched something. I didn't touch anything.
Yeah, I think I touched.
You're borrowing people's office and then you're touching the wrong button. Like your finger is a spoiled button, Mina. Oh, there you are. Back with us. So how are you?
I'm very well.
You gone again? Why are you flipping on and off?
Because I'm trying to split my screen. Okay, but I'll work with it.
Oh, you want to share with somebody?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm using my tablet, so.
Well, use a capsule. If you can, the tablet don't work in, use a capsule. Or take
Liquid.
or take liquid, take it by injection. Anyway, so how have you been? How's the ministry?
Good. I think we're okay down here.
All right, good. When you're speaking like that, it's because you, just like me, you're trying to do some multitask. Go ahead, multitask and bust your brain, child. Don't do that. I'm tired of telling you that. Trying to multitask. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. Go ahead.
So our information this morning covers a number of areas. So I know you asked for information in relation to the plant propagation and plant distribution season. So the propagating stations of the ministry continue with the sale of plants for the season. Over 8,000 soursop, 3,000 nutmegs, 500 passion fruits are available at the Merbo Agricultural Station. We also have local open pollinated corn for sale at $5 per pound. Ashinden Station in St. David has also a wide variety of ornamental plants for sale to the public.
And these include crotons,
Hibiscus, and
That device,
also available.
That device you just took out, Mina, do you still have it on?
It was a Bluetooth headphone.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit on, and you have an echo coming in on us.
Yeah.
All right, so let's try again. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's better now.
Yeah.
So also available at Ashinden are we have spices like pimento, vanilla, and cinnamon, along with clove. So for persons who want to purchase from St. David, they need to make a payment at the Revenue Office or the Treasury Office in St. David, or even the Government Treasury. Now, there is also a wide variety of fruit trees, herbs, and other ornamentals in smaller quantities. So, for persons who want to establish contact with the various offices, now is a good time to get a pen. So, probably you can write down a number. So, I'm going to give you a couple of numbers. So, in order to purchase plants, you would need to make an appointment. So, the numbers for the various stations, we have Maribor at 442-7212. That's Maribor 442-7212. Ashinden 444-7215. Ashinden again 444-7215. Belong in St. Andrew, which is 442-7343. That number for Belong again 442-7343, and Maran 437-0953. Persons are also reminded that all COVID-19 protocols must be observed. Also this morning, we are endorsing the introduction of Trichantera to farmers. Now, the Climate Smart Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, which is SIEP, they have introduced Trichantera to farmers of the St. Mark's Farmers Organization. Now, this protein source is native to Colombia, and it can be used by various types of livestock and even rabbits for feed. So earlier this week, they met with the team at the St. Mark's Farmers Organization and demonstrated some important areas, which include establishment of the Trichantera, climate smart agricultural practices such as site selection, manual land preparation, plant material selection, organic propagation, spacing, and mulching. So for persons who want to know a bit about Trichantera trees, they thrive well in loamy soils. They are adaptable in acidic soils, and they have a good moisture holding capacity. And they are drought tolerant varieties. Now, farmers from the group will be able to harvest the Trichantera trees between 4 to 6 months after planting and use to feed animals. So we are expected to see a bit less in terms of usage of the concentrated feed. So this is part of SIEP's community awareness program, and the ministry applauds and is happy to be on board to support this move. So we also see this as creating, forage for livestock and helping us to also retain soil by preventing soil erosion of farmlands. Now, we are in the process, our PR unit is in the process of doing some demonstration videos on how to plant Trichonthera. So you can look out on our various social media platforms soon for that video. We also posted yesterday one of the fact sheets about Trichonthera, and we also do have a technical guide that was provided by SIEP. So persons can contact us at the PR unit on 417-2634, and we can send them a copy of the fact sheet and a bit more information. So new technological advancement in determining the sex of nutmeg. So creating a new frontier for the nutmeg industry, the Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association and the St. George's University through the Windward Islands Research and Education Foundation, which is WINDREF, have partnered technologically to offer earlier detection in the sex of the nutmeg to farmers. A team from both parties signed a memorandum of understanding on Tuesday at the National Stadium, and it is the intention to use the PCR test to detect whether a nutmeg plant is either male or female. The success of this new technological advancement in the agricultural sector is expected to save farmers a lot of money and effort. As you know, farmers would normally have to wait 7 years at maturity stage to understand or know whether the tree has bearing capabilities. And this has been an issue for a very long time.
Okay.
And our minister also commended this move, and he says it's an important collaboration to bring the nutmeg sector forward. And lastly, a 3-member team from the Vet and Livestock Department will be continuing its livestock outreach series on the Sister Isle of Carriacou. Like previous clinics, the livestock farmers on the Sister Isle can expect technical advice together with diagnosis and treatment for sheep, goats, cattle, pigs. They can also receive rabies vaccination shots for their dogs. So the team leaves for Carriacou on Monday and they will return on Friday. So we are encouraging persons within the Sister Isle to make contact with the team and, get some technical advice and also get your animals treated. So that's it from us this morning. Thank you very much, Mr. Donald.
JD has a question for you, I do believe. Let me see if I can go to him, if I can get him on. Yeah, there you go. JD, go ahead.
Ms. Booker, when are we going to get a report from Mr. Thompson about that meeting in, was it Scotland or Ireland?
Okay, so we just given Mr. Thompson a little time to settle
I know,
down,
yeah.
because he has a bit on his hands as Chief Agricultural Officer. But I would arrange, and at his soonest convenience, we'll try to get Mr. Thompson on.
Strike the iron while it's hot.
I do
understand. Yeah, get Thompson now. When the whole idea of demonstration, riot, and everything that took place in Glasgow has brought this to the front. If you wait too long, then nobody bothers with it again. We need to know now. Tell Mr. Thompson now. Oh, by the way, Mina, I really believe the more things change is the more they remain the same. I used to be hanging out with a guy by the name of Augustine David when I worked at GBN. Augustine David and myself used to be hanging out. Mina, you gone again? Or you there? Oh, you there. I thought you had left us again. And Augustine David held various positions in the Ministry of Agriculture. As a matter of fact, at one time, he was the chief veterinary officer. All sorts of different positions he held. And you speak now of Trachanteria. And Augustine David introduced that back in the 90s. He introduced that in Grenada. As a matter of fact, interesting that you speak about it. Augustine David, he was married first time to the cousin of your boy Zet, right? Zet, right? And Zet has those trees planted in his area there, you know.
Yeah. Because he posted under he commented under one of our posts yesterday and said that, he has a lot of plants, so farmers can link him for some.
Who's that, Zet?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He had that there ages, and it was Augustine David, who was his in-law, who gave it to him, and he planted it there. So, as I say, the more things change, the more they remain the same. When I saw a couple of pictures on your thing yesterday, I'm like, I know that. That was introduced a long time ago. So it's like a reintroduction now. But Augustine David did it a long time ago for the Ministry of Agriculture. Maybe not as extensive as you guys are doing it now, but it was done. So it will not necessarily be something new to a lot of farmers. I think they would know it. But just thought I'd bring that to the fore.
Okay.
So, you good?
Just a little bit of information also. So if you go on Real FM's website, there is a written piece about the Trichanteria, and there are some videos. And also later on today, we will be sharing the story of George Holder, who is the featured farmer for the week, and other agricultural tips.
So you're telling me if I go to the Real FM website?
Is to determine when a pig is in heat. That's one. We have a recipe for plantain lasagna that we're also going to post. So you can check out Real FM's website today, and we will be posting. I've already spoken to Dugo, and we're in the process of organizing the information.
Okay. I have one more thing to do before you go. Happy birthday to you.
Was it Maxine?
No, she's not here yet. She's not here. As a matter of fact, would you believe it? I remembered, and I just wasn't saying anything until you're finished, but a young lady from all the way in St. George's, she sent a message, and she said to me, I'm going to read the message for you. She says, where is it? Oh, like that message just disappeared? Oh, there it is. Yeah, Sherry said, good morning and happy birthday to Mina, Nubian, and Ashley. Ashley should be her daughter.
Oh,
so I guess that's why she wouldn't...
Nubian.
Yeah, Nubian's birthday is also today. So happy birthday, Nubian. Happy birthday, Mina. Is that why you dress up so this morning?
Kind of.
I believe, yeah. Well, okay, one question, and this is a private question. Where's the big guy? Is he taking you out today?
He's on work.
Say hello to him for me. I haven't seen him for a long time. Say hello to him for me, please. Yeah. All right, my dear, take care and enjoy your day. And if you see Minister David around, tell him I say that he should take you to lunch. Just tell him I said so. If you see him at all today, tell him, look, Andrew Donald says take me to lunch. It's my birthday. And he will.
Right.
Yeah, if you see him, he will do that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send him a message. Don't worry. I'm going to send him a message and tell him, go and take you to lunch today.
Take it to Patrick where you get good food.
And or he could organize and have, you know what? Yeah, that might be better. He have to organize and have Island Catering deliver something to you today, man. Come on, it's your birthday, girl. Happy birthday, Mina. Take care of yourself. God bless you.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
All right.
Bye, Mina.
Okay, right. Mina Booker. Nice young lady there.
Excellent. I think it's Monday. Monday I went to St. Monday or Tuesday I went to St. George. Monday I think I went to St. George night. Yeah. Talking about what you were saying there now. Last week program, a lot of people, some people met me and said, oh, they enjoyed the program last week with the minister. It was a very good program. Yeah. So all those who listened and found it a very good program, thank you very much for making that comment. And continue to listen to Real FM, where you get it live. Yeah.
Okay, somebody just sent a message and said, this young lady really tries with her PR. Yes, she does. She's trained here.
She's not trained. She is producing.
She was schooled here at Real FM. Come on, Real FM did that. Yeah. Oh, you didn't know? Ah, yeah, she was schooled right here. You know what is interesting, and I can't help saying this a lot more. You know, Mina got into the Imani wanting to do home health care.
Okay.
Home health care.
All right.
That's what she got into the Imani wanting to do.
That was her passion, really?
Yeah, that's what she wanted to do. And then what she realized is that what they told her is that there was no space.
Okay.
And there was only space with media studies.
There's no room in the inn.
No room in the inn. So she decided, okay, fine. And she came to us here at Real FM. And boy, it was nice. Interacting with her was really, really nice. As a matter of fact, she even went on one of the short trips to China, I think the 21 days trip.
21, okay.
Yeah, she went on that, and I pushed and pushed and pushed, and she visited a couple of different Caribbean islands, doing short workshops and so on.
Okay. Yeah, knowledge is always.
Yeah,
always
and then she came to me one day and she says, "No, I think I want to move on." I'm like, "Well, I expected you to move on a long time ago. Where you going, love?" And she says, "Well, looks like the Ministry of Agriculture."
Your stomping ground.
Yeah, and
she should have add value to the program. Really, yeah.
But it shows, and when people, slap and slap and slap, and try to embarrass the young folks who are Imanis. I mean, here's a young lady, that's where she started off. You understand? And media was not her passion. And today, she has been able to find permanent employment. She's not an Imani. She was Imani when she was here, but she's not an Imani anymore. She's been able to find permanent employment with the Ministry of Agriculture.
Yeah.
I think they should pay me in agriculture for training. Government, you guys want to pay me to train? I can train them, yeah. I can train them.
Train all the PRs.
I wouldn't want to train all the PR. I probably could do some. Some of them,
They are already cut. They already cut to. They're in their own way.
Some of them are already gone.
No, they're in their own way.
They cut already. You can't train them again. But listen, I believe. Look at what's her name? She was trained here at Real FM also. Rikisha.
Yeah, a number of them.
She's in GIS, and okay. I mean, she came. She didn't come in as an Imani though, but she came into Real FM and received her training here. And today, she's one of the better ones in GIS.
GIS.
When no one, check this out, when no one, and I say this is one I'm proud of all the girls, but this is one I have to boast about this one. I was working a morning, and a young lady called, and she says, I'm being profiled. I'm like, okay, so talk to me about this. And we're live on the air, and she says, look, I have my subjects and whatever, and I write applications and send them in. And when I send them in, they're like, okay, fine, yes, come in for an interview. But as soon as they see me, the whole picture changes. So I'm like, okay, well, come to Real FM. Let's see how we can help you. And she didn't come in as an Imani. She came in and we worked out a situation where we'll take care of her bus fare and stuff like that because we weren't in a position to pay her a salary. And then we had to basically teach her.
Right.
And she was physically challenged. Because I wouldn't say disabled, because I'll tell you some things about her and no disabled person could do this. She was physically challenged and she was different. Or better still, she was different from what is considered to be the normal human being. In that her left hand was not fully formed, if you put it that way.
Okay.
Rena. Good morning, Rena Pierre. Well, it's not Pierre anymore, you know. Rena's married. What's Rena's last name now? I don't remember. But in any event, she stayed at Real FM and she gained the confidence. And she was such a wonderful person. And then she moved on. Today, what she went to that, they had this course at TAMCC. I think herself and Rikisha did it together, or she did it the year after Rikisha. But Rena gained that kind of a confidence, and it was simply because at Real FM, we treated her as a normal person.
Exactly. We all,
if I was to send a mango for one of the others to catch, I'll send the same mango for her to catch, and you better catch it. So she was not treated different, and that built her confidence. Self-esteem rose.
Exactly, self-esteem, confidence. Once you have those features.
And after that, today, Rena works with GBN.
Okay.
Right? Today she works with GBN, but her baby steps in the media was right here at Real FM. And she's married, and while marriage is the greatest achievement for any young lady, I still believe, for me, her greatest achievement, JD, because as I tell you, she has that problem with the arm.
With the arm, okay.
She's a driver, and a licensed driver at that.
So,
you understand?
That's fine. That's
she
fantastic.
She is a driver and a licensed driver at that. And I am so proud of this young lady. Okay. So very proud of this young lady. It's phenomenal.
Wonderful.
It's phenomenal.
Talking about media people, where's Titus? Is he around? I don't know.
Rawl?
Yeah.
Last thing I knew, Rawl would have been somewhere in New York.
Okay, so who's running GIS now?
That was a long time ago.
No, who's running GIS now?
Now, Leslie and Johnson
LJ?
Cornwall. Yeah. She used to live in St. Patrick.
Is she still Cornwall? I find it. I heard her sometimes and she take off the Cornwall.
Well, I know. Don't ask me. Don't ask me, Papa.
I wasn't hearing the Cornwall. So I was wondering.
You stop hearing the Cornwall?
Yeah.
Well, she's gone back to Leslie and Johnson.
Yes,
she used to live in St. Patrick.
I know. I have no idea.
That house right there where Mr. Carly John's mother and so used to live? In High Street?
High Street? No, I don't know. It used to be High Street, the college. No?
Her father, Leslie's father, is Fernando Johnson, I think.
Oh, that guy that does security with.
What I don't know, but I don't know where he is. But that person I believe is her father. If not, but her father is a Johnson and used to be in St. Patrick.
Okay, he does.
Whether or not he was in the police or something.
No, I think he does the fire extinguishers. I think, if my memory serves me right.
Somebody saying that Rawl is a Facebook commentator these days.
Okay.
So, proud stories for, and this is what Real FM is proud of. People like Rena, people like Mina, Rikisha.
What's about this? Is Rose? Rose also? Rose?
Well, Rose too. You see, if you want a job, you come here. Not to get a job, but the stepping stone. Because Rose too was qualified, and they were just treating Rose as a kind of a fill-in teacher here and there. And Rose came to Real FM, valuable asset to Real FM, and then
I think she was, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, they decided to give Rose a permanent job. I'm like, what the heck is that? What's wrong with these people? Every time you have something good, they take it away.
Take it away. Mm-hmm. What can you do?
But we've given a lot of young people opportunities.
That's excellent.
And we continue to give them the opportunities. And to let you know, today's the 18th of thing.
When is
21st.
21st. Oh, which is when? Sunday.
Sunday is Real FM's 17th anniversary. 17th. Last year But before 2020, Nabila and I were putting things together, and then bang, came the COVID, so we had to just like shelve everything.
Okay,
And I kept watching it this year, and I'm like, nah, it doesn't look like we'll be able to do something that I really would love to do, JD, because I don't want to do something, and nothing half-cast kind of.
I know, yeah, I need something.
If you're doing it, you do it proper.
I think the last time we had
a dinner and
not dinner, we had something out in the.
Oh yeah, that was something.
But you were not here. No,
I wasn't here for that one.
No, okay.
Right, I wasn't here for that one. That was the thing, yeah. So I looked at it and decided, you know what? I'm not going to push for anything in 2021 because it was not looking, and it still doesn't look, thing. You want to be able to interact with people, and you don't want to do something, go in a thing, and you have to stand up here and the person have to stand up all over there and stuff. No. So next day, God's will, Real FM will be 18. That's when 18 is when you could vote.
You could vote.
You're an adult now.
When you could drive.
We can drive at 18 too.
When you could get married.
I don't know. Is it at 18 or 21?
I don't know. I don't
know.
One of them is 21.
Yeah, I think it's married at 21.
No, man, married is 21.
I think so. I don't know.
I don't. Yeah. But in case,
I ain't married, so I don't know. Yeah. So
I must say, well,
would you be the chef for
when?
2022?
All things new in 22. This is I gave you my thing earlier. All things new in 22. That's my guiding words. All things new in 22. On that, while you're talking about anniversary, I must say, thanks for having been on the radio. I never planned to be here, but well, it was my thing. But haven't given the opportunity to be on Real FM, and I hope I did it. I did good service while I am here. I can't remember much years. I never checked on how long I'm here.
Did you start up there?
I started up there, yeah. A couple of years up
We're
there.
down here, what, more than 3 years now?
So I'm going on 5 years or more.
Yeah, you're probably 5 or 6 years.
I'm going to a big school.
Yeah, this thing, man.
This thing is fly, yeah. So I do hope in those years that I did make, worthwhile contribution, and look forward to the future. Can I talk about bids this morning?
Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
Okay, yeah. The health benefit of beets. According to there's gentleman, Dr. Guido Marcel, he always gives you the Latin, and or once you tell him something, he gives it back in Latin. So in that, it's beta vulgaris. And when I remember when I was doing it, I saw the word. I said, that makes me remember Dr. Guido. So there are good benefits of it. It treats anxiety disorders. It lowers blood pressure. It's anti-thrombotic, anti-inflammatory. It's improved athletic performances. It protects the liver, prevents dementia. It's anti-cancerous. Treats anemia, good for pregnancy, good for a healthy heart, prevents butt difficulties, and it's anti-diabetic. Important facts: beetroot was used to overcome sexual weakness, has the potential to expel kidney bladder stones. It's high in calcium. It is recommended not to consume excess for people who have the tendency to develop kidney stones. And you could do a beetroot juice, beetroot with mint, ginger, lemon, and cucumber. Blend with a little water, give you an excellent juice. You can also do a beet soup with beets, carrots, onion, tomato, garlic, oil, and you cook all the vegetables. You blend it into a puree, bring it to boil, and then you have a good beetroot soup. Just to remember also, you could use the leaves of the beetroots. And I find there's a lot of people consuming a lot of local, especially local beets.
People can consume more local, I do believe.
Yeah, I do.
However, there's a problem that exists, or a challenge, put it that way. Problems can't be solved. Challenges you can overcome. There's a challenge. And the challenge is you go to the place to get the item. One, it is not available. Two, if it is available a lot of the times, it is in limited quantities.
You don't get
so therefore the price is too high.
Mm-hmm.
And then three, the price is too high anyway. You know, because when you go for a pound of beet, JD, and you have to pay what?
What, $5?
$5
But these days everything now is $5. $5.
And that is where, again, you see the people at Marketing Board, JD, they're not thinking. This is where they are supposed to be able to rise to the occasion. The people, everybody doing $5 outside, you have to understand that you need to do things different.
Yeah,
you need to have more attractive prices.
Yeah.
Because not everybody have a $5 in.
No.
Every single thing, JD, you think $5. $5.
Don't ask a question now. In the bag, you put in lemon in the bag, $5. Everything $5. Nobody wants nothing under $5. So
you know, I mean, I remember the days, JD, when I could come by you and get two lemons. Today, 6 lemons in a bag.
6? You're lucky you get 6.
Yeah, 6 lemons in a bag, and that's $5. And 4 oranges in a bag, and that's $5.
$5.
I mean, come on, no. You're just killing the consumer. Good morning. How are you doing?
Pleasant good morning to you both.
Mm-hmm.
Very good morning, Mrs. Noriga.
Yes, you all was talking about beet. What about radish? Could you give us something on radish?
Well, not of the bat today, but maybe another day I probably will give you something on radish. But radish is a very good it's a very good, from my knowledge, very good, especially if you're doing what I would normally do. I'll blend radish, ginger, onion, garlic, hot pepper, and apple cider vinegar, and make.
JD, excuse me. Could I cut off and listen to you all on radio because
sure, no problem.
Yes.
No problem. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
okay,
thanks.
good.
Right.
Go ahead. You were talking.
Yes, I said I normally will normally do a blend with onion, garlic, ginger, hot pepper, apple cider vinegar, make a concoction, and I use that like an sort of an antibiotic. It's good. You could cook with it. You drink it for cool. It's a multi-purpose mixture I normally make, and so radish is good, very good. So maybe next week I'll give you something entirely on radish. Okay.
All right. What was the thing you gave for? Seemed that somebody didn't get. You said mint, cucumber, and what?
Yes, you could do beetroot, mint, ginger, lemon, and cucumber.
Mint, ginger, lemon, cucumber, and beet.
And beetroot.
Why do you say beetroot and not beet tubers?
They have beetroot, beetroot.
So is it carrot roots too?
Carrot. Ever since beetroot, I don't know, ever since I never.
But they're tubers, isn't it?
Yeah, they are tubers, yeah, but beetroot. And a lot of people think, no, that's only red, they only have red beets, but they have a different colors of beet. They have a golden color, they have a wide variety, about 5 colors in beets now. Yeah, not only the red. You have about 5 different colors. So these are things that we should consume, those stuff. So when we consume it on a regular basis, we don't have to wait when something attacks us and we say, boy, I'm going to use that to boost my immune system. You already boosted, Because once you're good, those whatever coming your way would not attack. You could see that body strong. Let us go somewhere else and look for a weaker body. Like if a lion want to chase a herd of animal, they don't attack the strong ones. They look for those that limp behind and limping and the weaker ones and attack them. So that means they store on food. Let me give you a little joke. There was this atheist who don't believe in God, and he was going through the forest. So he met a bear. So God said, if I save you, you still don't believe in me. So the bear come, put the left front paw around his neck, and then take the right one, and he says, the bear prays. He said, thank God for this meal. The bear took. Well, the atheists say, well, you don't believe in God, so there's no God. So when the bear approached him, so before that, God said, well, if you believe in me, I could save you, but he still doesn't believe. So the bear come, take his right front paw, put around the guy's neck, and then the bear pray, he said, thank God for this meal.
So?
the bear believed in God, but
the guy didn't believe in God, so the bear believed in God.
The bear says, thank God for this meal. The bear pray before he eat.
Boy. Why do people know that I'm on air? You can't send me voice messages. How they expect me to do something and be on air, be talking and still listen to a voice message? Some people are impossible.
Not only things, some people. Yeah.
Listen, this world is such a strange place. It's just not funny, right?
It is, and it's getting stranger and stranger and stranger.
It's just, and I have to do it this way. I have to stop trying to do and solve people's problems and work at the same time. I'm going to do a cutoff and say, okay, fine. If you can't get me to do something for you before 6 o'clock in the morning, then don't bother me with doing your bidding until 10 o'clock in the morning. No, seriously.
No, you got to set policies. You got to set your policy. You got to streamline your whatever you're doing. You must have rules and regulation. Everything has rules and regulations. So you have to. And sometimes when you make your rules and regulations, people get to disagree with what you do. But there always and will always be rules and regulation. And people must abide by people's rules. And
no, but I don't mind helping somebody. I can send you messages and we can discuss. But when you're going to do something, you know that I'm on air, you're hearing me speaking, and you're sending me a voice note, and then you still expect me to respond to you. Well, how? Not because, I multitask, but not because. That ain't working here tonight. Take a break. Anyway.
Yeah.
JD, again, and it's because it's November and we head into December and where a lot of people will be looking for different crops, different produce, local produce that is. I have to reiterate, Grenadians make it difficult for Grenadians to live. All right? Because what you selling me, and yet still you expect me to eat healthy. Something has to give. You can't be expecting me to eat healthy when to buy a pound of carrots is what?
$5 local. Some places sell it $6. It depends on the. I don't mind, if the quality is good. It's like you see them.
JD, no, it's not about good quality. There must be a cutoff. There must be I don't want to. I don't want to do something. Say, okay, fine. You know what? I don't know, but it's just that it's too expensive.
It is, and
if you have a family, and husband, wife, and 2 children in the family, how a pound of carrots sharing for them? And if they have a pound of carrots, it's only a 1 meal. Do you understand?
You gotta mix it up, and you can't do a wide variety because of the limited, resources you have. So you can't do a wide variety of, like, with salads and so. If you're doing it with salad, if you're doing it.
And somebody's smart enough to WhatsApp call me now on my private line. Not on the station's phone. If you WhatsApp call me on the station phone, then I know you want to be on air. But if I didn't give you instructions so as to call me on my number at this time, well, you're making a serious mistake. Boy, I don't know, man.
Talking about price, I saw somebody post something on sorry, $15 a bag. I said, wow, $15 a bag. Come on, that's ridiculous.
Oh, you saw it 15? No, I saw it. I saw a $5 bag. What is normally a $5 bag? I saw it being sold for $10.
That's a 2 pound.
Yeah, what is normally a $5 bag?
It's a 2 pound bag, and the 5 pound bag would nobody go for about 10.
Yeah.
But now I see somebody post something, $15 a bag. I say, wow.
No, but this is crazy.
Yeah, come on, and $15. It's ridiculous.
No, it's really it's just not fair. It's just not fair.
What I believe, well, even ginger, I think ginger is selling now, I think $18 a pound. It's something like $18, and then they're not ready, they're not mature, so you don't get any.
No, because they're white.
Oh, right.
I've seen it.
Yeah, good. I saw some yesterday, and I says, no, that ginger is not right. It's like yam. It's some yam not ready. When you watch the yam, the bottom of the yam is white. It's not ready. They're not ready, and the people going and selling those things. It takes time to mature, and you're not getting much unless they mature, fully mature. Then your money going down the drain. Yeah.
Oh no, man! I'm flustered. Really and truly, I'm flustered because I know that they're going to kill people.
Come Christmas.
From now on, people are going to be slaughtered with prices, and I really believe. I just hope that there was something you can do, but if a man has his thing, a man has his thing, you can't tell a man how to sell his thing. But the only thing you can do is do by, oh no, I didn't say that, did I? Did I say that?
You go boil money and drink the water.
No, but you can't do that, and that's, this is how it's not good. Because I can't eat the money. You will do exactly what you just said. Well, boil the money and drink the water.
Yeah.
And they usually say that.
They say that. Well, boil the money and drink the water now.
They say that. They usually say that.
Yes.
That's why I will continue to shop by my good friend there right by the bridge.
Yeah, you get value.
Trust me. Value for money.
You get value for money.
And I find I ain't get nothing free these days. I know happening like they forget me out. Hey, what's his name again? I forget his name. Smith. He's a Smith, isn't he?
No, I don't. Smith, I don't know.
Yeah, he's Devon's brother.
I don't know. I never know him.
It's the Hermitage. He's Devon's brother.
I don't know Smith.
I ain't find you stop by me. I find you exporting pumpkins these days.
No, you get value.
You get value for money at that stop.
I know. When you go there, the lady always says, "No, it's poor people we're selling for. We don't."
Yeah, you get value
for money.
When you spend the $5 there, it's well spent.
Yeah, and you're getting.
I must give them that. Those props.
And you're not getting stale products. You get almost every day. They do it fresh.
But yeah, they do fresh products
almost every day.
And here's the thing. I was in the shop one day, and they were closing up.
Yeah.
And he gave away everything that was there.
Yeah, when it's time to close.
I'm like, well, I had to start to come and line here and wait for when
they close in, when the shop close in. Yeah,
look at my partner in a Homer. He bought it out. Well, I good price too. Okay. He has sticks. Cassava sticks?
Cassava sticks.
Yeah, he has cassava sticks. So persons want he's able to think.
Because in time to come, that's what we have to consume, a lot of cassava, a lot of corn. We have to that's what we will be able to produce, and then Believe me, and I'm saying it again, folks. Let's prepare. I mean, it's hard. Nobody gonna be probably harder coming next year. I'm not trying to be, saying things out of the way, but it's hard. It may be more difficult next year. And with that season we have, if we're not getting rain, it will be worse. So those who have water will be king to be able to produce vegetables. Water is key.
My good friend Carl Caton, is the beneficiary of a pump. Somebody gave him a pump. The person listened to him and realized that his pump was the one he has given real problems.
Yeah, that's it.
So the person gave him a pump.
I'm looking to get one, and I need to get a pump because I need to get a pump.
This guy has them in Birch Grove.
But who?
Do you know the guy that because I went to Carl to collect it. The guy where they sell the things, the plants in Birch Grove by the church, by the bakery.
By the church.
Yeah, there's a church right at the back there. There's a bakery right there.
Okay, I know the guy.
And the guy sells plants right there?
Yeah, but the partner, Gittins.
Gittins?
Yeah, how come he has pumps?
What?
No, man, I didn't know that.
Yeah. We went there and I thought that, okay, fine, this is the one we're going to pick up. And the guy said, no, this is the one on display. You have to come with me to get the pump.
At his home? You know at his home?
Yeah,
I know,
where he lives at the top. Right.
I spoke to him up yesterday. He never
opened the garage.
Yes, I know this.
Man got serious pumps and boxes there. I believe, looking in there, he probably has over 20 pumps.
He come in and tell me that.
Yeah, well, if that's your brethren, then you need to contact him.
Yesterday we spoke.
Yeah, you need to contact him.
Yeah, up to yesterday I had to.
That thing is heavy.
He had to be a good pump.
And it's
I know
diesel.
he bring in tillers. I know he has some.
It's diesel. I think Carl has not commissioned his as yet because he's building an area
to house it.
Yeah, because I said to him, you had this piece of thing there, and you can't, whosoever it is donated this thing to you, you can't just have your pump there. You have to build a thing before you bring that pump to put it there.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So you have to secure it properly.
Yeah. So
he's about doing that, and JD, the pump is heavier. You won't believe it.
We never. Me good buddy. I didn't know he had pumps.
Yeah, he does. Okay. He has pumps. I saw the garage seems to be a place where he stores things. I saw there were other boxes, so I guess the tillers and so you're speaking of.
He brought
he has pumps. Okay. It's
I'll call him when I get up here.
Is it 10 horsepower? I think
that's a massive, a good pump.
Yeah, 10 horsepower, and it's diesel operated. Yeah.
Mr. Could send a message to him and ask him.
So there you go. So this is the good thing you're checking me this morning, man.
Yeah, but I spoke to the man. He never said to me yet.
He does.
He has agriculture shop even in Grenville.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, right by in the market.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he has a shop there, a branch up there.
But for folks who want pumps, he has. And then he said to Carl, when you're finished with the thing and you're ready to set up, I will come and set it up for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, he's good. He's a pretty young guy.
So, message him. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Bridgman.
Good morning to you, AG.
Mm-hmm.
And good morning to all Grenadians, particularly those in the field of agriculture. What you said is a nice piece of sensation, seeing that it came from on your air, the gentleman spoke about his pump, and somebody do the honor of donating a pump to my friend. I think that's a very good achievement, and it's good for your station. Very good. Very good. I mean, I've seen that deep inside, that both parts of it is very good. The station has been able to make that connection there, and for the person donating the pump to Mr. Cato, I think that's a very, very good thing. Very good thing. I still have not get in touch with the Minister of Agriculture. I called him almost for the whole week, and the phone just ringing out, and the number he gave me. So I'll have to try again. I continue trying. If he's listening, I will just want him to know that I'm still waiting on a response from him, because I think we need to have a conversation together. So that is for if he's listening. Some achievement in the agriculture field, based on what we heard on the news, some new plant, I'm not too aware of it, some new plant came in that could be used as animal feed, and it was demonstrated, I think, somewhere in Sotel.
What, the Trachanteria?
Yeah, I don't
That's been around. You know Augustine David. I was just telling Mina that this morning. You know Augustine David, right?
Yeah.
Augustine David introduced that back in the 90s here already. It's not a new thing.
Okay.
But I guess, it's receiving different and better attention now. But Augustine David did that back in the 90s. He did that.
Augustine David, not what I call him.
Shadow.
Yeah. A good partner.
Remember when he was chief veterinary officer or something like that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
At that time, he introduced that plant.
I think he's working with the flower packs,
Yeah, them people with expensive thing.
Yeah. Again, we heard about nutmeg, that there's an attempt. Let me let people, that is not the first attempt that was made to distinguish male nutmeg from female nutmeg. That was tried already. There was some work done on that already. But we understand that the School of Medicine is partnering with the Nutmeg Association to come up with identifying the male nutmeg from the female nutmeg. That, again, is a step in the right direction. I saw Mr. Keto taking pleasure in thanking the School of Medicine for partnering with them. That's a good thing. Again, though, we need male nutmegs too in the field because it helps you with your pollination. So you don't want to destroy all male nutmeg, but in a field of, let's say, an acre of nutmeg, you could have 2 or 3 male nutmegs in the field for pollination. There are some old people who can look at the tree and look at the leaves and identify them. I am not too versed, couldn't understand it, but I know that there are some people with old experience can look at the leaves and identify. But when they start showing the balls, you know them that way. What you can, there's people that have that kind of experience. But if we could get a scientific way of doing it, I think is a step in the right direction for the nutmeg industry. What you normally do is when you're planting seedling nutmeg, you plant at least 3 close by, so that when they declare, you will take off one of the 3 in the regular spaces. So, right, and it depends on where you're planting the nutmeg. There are different recommended space. But I know for certain, when I used to be in Bocage with our partner Telesport, I observed where they had planted some nutmeg for him, and he wasn't aware of that. And they planted the nutmeg there about less than 10 feet apart. Less than 10 feet apart. And some of them were sort of grown to an extent already. But you don't put nutmegs that close.
Okay.
And again, pruning of your nutmeg. A lot of people don't understand how to prune nutmeg and how to. And pruning of your nutmeg is a technical job again. Very technical. You have to be careful how you cut the branches and cutting off branches inside of the nutmeg. Because you don't want too much sunlight inside the nutmeg. And you don't want them to be too close up with branches inside it, because it's going to encourage dampness of the trees too long. And if the trees remain too damp, then you have low growth in production. So there's some factors that have to look in this. So if we get in some help for nutmeg now, through the government, the ministry, and the School of Medicine, I think that's a step in the right direction. So I'm seeing some progress. I heard the minister speak on one or two. Well, yeah, apart from your program last week, which I think was a very good program. Very good program. I think that was one of the biggest exposure that the minister have given since he's in the field of agriculture. But I heard some follow-up onto that. And we really want to see a stimulation in the Ministry of Agriculture. A stimulation. We need to have a stimulation drive. So the Ministry of Agriculture have to wake up and do something. I think Mr. Thompson, who is now the Chief Agricultural Officer, I think he said that he was on some course, or he went to some seminar sometime last week. I haven't heard anything of the report of that yet. I hope that will be published. Because when these people go out and they come back, they must have some report onto what was done. I like a booklet or so and pass it on to the people, farmers, so that you get a follow-up on to what take place. Because Mr. Thompson has been the Chief Land Use Officer for a very long time, and now he's holding the position of Chief Agricultural Officer. I think that's a good step in the direction for upliftment. So let us hope that we see fruits grow from that and not just a sit-down office work. That's about it for the time being.
Clifford, JD has something for you.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of years ago, I remember a team of high officials from the nutmeg went to India to sort out this problem with the nutmeg, male and female. And that was it. I never hear anything after that.
They come back with just what I told you, that there is work done on it, but everything just like that. Even the dying of the nutmegs, there was a time that a lot of nutmeg trees are just thin and weed off. And lots of trial was taken. They do white lime, they do different things, draining around them and whatnot. And we have not got anywhere. We haven't got anywhere. And that's the problem that we're facing. That when those research is done, they just left on shelf and we know nothing more about it. That's why I say that they need to wake up, because a lot of experimentals have done, but they just lie there on shelves, and
not even lie there. Some of the people who go when they come back, they just they went there, they get the ride and they enjoy whatever they go on. When they come back, that's it. What happens after that?
And you don't see a little bulletin of it. I follow up not that little bulletin. Recently, the Extension Division have been doing some work, like when they go out and do training and whatnot. They prepare a leaflet. I have to give them the credit for that. Now they prepare a leaflet, and so that you as the farmer could follow after they finish. You can follow up. But these things was lacking for a very long time. And we hear, people complaining that they ain't seen extension officer and they don't know who is the extension officer and whatnot. I mean, that is nonsense. You can't have extension officer and people don't know who is the extension officer. I remember a few months ago, we had a meeting in the office, the magistrate court in Guam, and 2 extension officers was there, and I know the 2 persons, seen them all the time, see them around, but I did not know that they were extension officers until they said that.
Okay.
And they promised after that they will give a list of the extension officers and their areas, give it one to the police station and to different places. I don't know if it was done. But you have a right to know. Every extension officer must be, just like your district doctor. And so you're supposed to know who is your district doctor, you're supposed to know who is your extension officer, who is the person in charge of the area and whatnot, and where the boundaries start and boundaries end. Otherwise you're not doing agriculture. I mean, when I was an extension officer with cocoa, no farmer couldn't say they didn't know the extension officers in cocoa. I could testify to that. From Sotes, go right down back to Guam, to St. George's, nobody could not have said they didn't know who was the extension officer. The gentleman that just died recently there, Matthias, myself, Hickley Nayak, these people. We used to be office just in front of the police station, opposite the police station, there downstairs, the road office. And we went out into every area. And the other areas. At a time when the Canadian had this thing, CEDA, I think they call them CEDA, had the organization down here. All extension officer was trained by CEDA. All was trained. All cocoa extension officers was trained by CEDA. some went on courses out of the island. You have to have people, the farmer must be in touch and know his extension officer. And sometimes you hear people say, I don't know who is the extension officer. I mean, it doesn't look good. Within a small place as Grenada, we should know our extension officer. And a lot of time it's not only the extension officer's fault. A lot of time it's the farmer's fault too.
All right, bro. Take care.
Thank you.
Good. 8:30 your time. JD, good morning again. And BJ, good morning to you.
Good morning, Andrew.
What's up?
I'm fine.
Nice to see you.
Happy to see you as always.
I'm trying to do a number of things on the program, and I'm also trying to stop do these things. Did you get the guy?
Yeah, I did.
And?
Yes, he has pumps, 10 horsepower.
I told you.
But I wouldn't call the price on the air. And he
It's
says,
about $5,000, isn't it?
could be around there. And then it says...
Not could be. What's the price of it? People want to know.
Well,
if he gives, you don't have to give him your pricing. Just give the price of it. It's about $5,000.
About 5,000, yeah.
For it.
And he said, your partner come and pick up one lately. I said, who partner?
Yeah. You know, we met.
For a 10 horsepower, you had to be a heavy car.
It is heavy.
That is 10 horsepower.
I am telling you, it is heavy, Jay.
Yeah.
And I was like, Carl, I can't help you lift that now. So there's another guy there. He helped put it in.
It's 2 inch. It's a high pressure.
High pressure.
That's the only thing you have to know about pump. It's a high pressure pump. So
okay, what's
the pressure is give you a good, it could pump water for you a good, it's pressurized. Okay. Because there are different type of pumps.
So you can use that pump. Okay, let's suppose that you create a pump house, JD.
Yeah.
Close to that plot of land which is close to the river there. If you put a thing there, how far will that pump be able to push water for you?
It's not the distance. It's not a matter of. It could push it far.
Yeah, I'm asking
but what you're taking, no, you could send water a good distance. But if you don't have the power, then So that.
I'm asking how
a 10 horsepower could go a long way.
All the way up to where you have that potato plot. No.
It might be a little tedious.
Okay.
Yeah. But what I'm looking at is to put it on the other end of the
in the ravine?
where I clean in there now. Send it up the hill, and then comes down with more pressure. It's down it coming. Once you get up there, it's coming down with pressure. So that could work. A 10 horse could work. Yeah.
What size of pump are you using, BJ?
196 horsepower.
Boy, yeah. That chill water instant. Yeah, pumps there. The pumps there.
Volume pump will give you volume rather than pressure. Pressure pump gives you a lot of head height. Our pump can send water vertically 300 feet in the sky. So you know that that's at full rev and with a 6-inch bore. So you know that when you're going to install a pump, you need to know what level you have from where the pump is installed to where the water is going, so you can calculate the head height. Normally a surveyor can do that in a blast. Or there's a graph on the pump when you buy it. Normally you see it tells you the head height, what volume you get at certain distance, and at what pressure the pump can give you at certain distance. So a 10 horsepower pump with 2-inch bore, it tells me that pump is a pressure pump.
Pressure, yeah, it's pressure.
Normally 10 horsepower, you have 3 or 4-inch bore. Normally, because the smaller the bore, the more pressure the water goes through the bore with. But the problem with that now, a 2-inch line only have the capacity to hold 2 inches of water right through. So even though you give the pump more rev, generally the water in the line, the carrying capacity of the 2-inch lines does not increase. You have a certain amount of water that 2-inch line is going to hold. So a lot of people set up system whereby they have a 2-inch line and then they want to break it down into
15 2-inch and expect it to operate. Take different branches at 2-inch and expect it to operate. Generally, no. Because of the volume you have inside of there, you probably exhaust the volume long before you reach to the further end of your plot and those kind of things. So, pump and pump installation is a technical business. Some people buy pump and what you find is that when they install a pump in relation to where the water actually is, it's kind of high.
You got a call online. Let's take the call. Good morning.
I'm sorry to cut Mr. BJ there, but what is the gentleman saying there is over good knowledge. The man know what he's talking about. I remember coming into River Antoine Estate in the early when they were doing bananas, acres of bananas. And that man was the driving force behind it. Gentleman speaking, so you know what he's saying.
Okay.
And let me tell you, Douglaston right now, the Nawasa is not using any water from Douglaston, and we have two. We have a big dam in Douglaston holding gallons of water. And only last week in a conversation with Mr. John Branch, managing director of the estate, telling me that the gentleman that just died, that was working with Nawasa, was thinking of he and him coming into some partner to utilize the water that is in Douglaston. So to tell you what we're playing with a lot of things in Grenada that is productive. Douglaston have water. The government, the Nawasa is not using no water from Douglaston for the last over 5 years now. And you just have all these roseheads there in the water. You have all the pipes run over 3 miles of pipe and more from the dam leading down to there.
All right, thanks.
That could be used.
Thanks, Cliff.
Good.
Yes, PJ, you were saying.
Yeah, I was saying that where you install your pump in relation to where you put in your foot valve, that's the part that is the intake part of the pump. Sometimes people drop those a little too low because there is a pressure that pulls the water from the back of the pump to send it forward. The impeller pulls based on how it spins. And sometimes they will tell you that don't have a drop beyond maybe 20 or 30 degree from the back of your pump in relation to where you're pulling your water from, because it can affect the flow and all of those. So you need to be careful when you're dealing with pumps and irrigation and those things. Those things are kind of specialist job.
I need you, as you talk about that there, I need you to give me some guidance because I'm looking to get one just for the piece by the river there. Just for there.
Where do you put it and stuff?
Yeah, I need to.
You don't really need a huge pump there.
No, I've seen one, it's 1.5 inches.
Yeah, that should be able to walk from there.
Just around that area, 1.5 inches.
Should be able to.
And it's a Honda, I think Honda make one of the best. Apart from those big, what you call what?
So why don't you get a pump, JD, and cross the road with it?
No, I need a big cross and side of the hill.
Yeah.
No,
that 10 horsepower could do that.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So instead of you getting another pump for just that area that you speak about, you create your pump house right there.
It's difficult to put that pump house by the river there.
No, not down in the river.
By there, when the river coming down there.
No, I'm telling you create the pump house out of the way of the river. And you put the, what you call the
suction.
The suction into the river.
Suction again, it cannot be beyond 26 feet, I think.
You don't want to have it too long.
Too long. It cannot be beyond 26 feet.
Well, so you
and beyond 26 feet is right in the river course. Yeah, I looked at it already. You cannot go beyond, have a suction hose beyond, longer than 26 feet. That's the maximum. Yeah, but I looked at it, and but having a big pump, I put it on the other side of the river, and then it pump the water up, and then gravity flow coming down, the water coming. Once you get on top there, it's gravity flow that coming down. So it's pressure, But for now, I just want to do the piece by the river where I do the then they put it too.
That's the thing, Andre. Since we're talking about pumps and water and stuff like that, this is a commodity that we have in abundance, and we are not making very good use of it. We have a lot of water. Everybody can see that once you visit Grenada. and we just let all go into the sea. And we have so much land to be irrigated and those things. We can use water for hydroponics and aquaponics and all of those things. And we just seems, and really good water, the quality of our water is very, very good. And we still, just let all go into the sea.
Talking about pump and water, also that project they had in Highgate and Shambo, anything much about it?
I think they get held up somewhere along the line. They have a committee in place, but it does seem as though they're moving as they ought to be moving.
I thought that would have been in full force because the pump is here.
I think so.
I think they're using solar energy, is it?
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Because Stan has something to do with pump.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand they're using solar energy. Well, that's good. But I know they did dig some holes, is it?
Yeah, some ponds.
The pipes are laid. The pipes are laid, already laid.
Pipes are laid.
Some are laid. They're waiting on some technical person to come to stick the rest.
Okay.
Because it's this polyethylene pipe that they use, the plastic pipes.
Plastic pipes. Yeah, no, the majority of the pipes have been laid.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out where they're at. Maybe one of these days, maybe the rep for the area.
This is the problem I've been having with how we do things here. A project like that, of that nature, don't you expect to be updated on activities there on the agriculture program via the minister, via the parliamentary rep?
I think that the only person fitting to report on this, because not necessarily a Ministry of Agriculture project.
No, but
so the line minister would be the rep.
The point I'm making, Andre, is that there is so much agricultural activities in that area. Mm-hmm. I don't see how the ministry can distance itself from that. In fact, what should be happening is that the minister should appoint some extension officer or outreach
and say,
you're in charge of this. I want to get this going. You need to update me on developments and happenings. Mm-hmm. But we just leave those things in the air and we expect somebody to catch it and make a meal out of it. It don't happen like that. Most times you drop the ball, most time, and you can't pick it up after.
Well, I believe that
I'm not blaming anyone.
No,
I'm just blaming the way we do things,
Is that she needs to update farmers and say, okay, fine, here's what is happening. Because people did see the pipes
update the populace. Something like that is of national interest.
Yeah, that's a big project.
That's a big project, and it can generate millions of dollars.
Yeah, because where the water is coming from, I mean, folks who don't know the area, BJ would just not understand because the water is coming from that river, which is at the bottom of a hill.
Yes, Andre.
And going up. And I guess it's gravity flow that's going to take it down.
Yeah, once you
reach up there. But the height that had, the head height, that's what you spoke about? The head height that water has to travel from the river come up there is a lot of force coming up there. And another thing is that the pump, I believe, is supposed to be run off solar energy. That's a big thing
too. That's a plus, Andre.
That's a big plus.
We always have sun, more or less.
So I believe that the parliamentary rep, she owes it to the folks to brief them, to say, this is where we're at, this is what is happening. But maybe she is talking to them one-on-one.
It's quite possible. The point I'm making, Andre, so much watermelon and peas and cantaloupe, and now you have waternuts and other things coming from that area. And so much of farmers are involved in, doing things and only, waiting on the rainy season to be, for rain fed.
Yeah.
It means that if you bring the water there, you can constantly, grow stuff and you can have sustainable, employment there.
That's a big area.
Yeah, a big area.
That's a big area, one.
The soil kind of fertile in that area.
Yeah, soil.
That area can supply fruits and vegetables. A lot of the fruits and vegetables that we need in Grenada, that area alone can
very much so.
And the land is flat.
Flat land.
Flat land. They're getting tractors and so to
mechanization going to be kind of easy.
Well, unless they didn't have separation.
Well, I think they even had their own tractor, to deal with the cultivation in that area. That's the last thing I heard.
Well, the minister did say that he was looking to bring back that tractor service under the umbrella of government because it is not necessarily profitable for an individual to say that. He said that last week.
Well, it's not profitable for the government to.
Yeah, so what he's saying is that the government will have to subsidize it. The farmer will have to pay something, but the government will have to subsidize because it is not a person doing it. But he also spoke of what they might do is BJ wants to get a tractor. All right, so what they would do is give BJ the required concessions, but one of the things is probably tie it in where BJ would have to provide that service that he's getting with the tractor. So help BJ to buy the tractor, and then BJ now will sell the service to farmers in his area. Maybe they work something out like that. That is what he sort of spoke to last week.
Well, this is a hard one, Andre. It's difficult because the government more or less have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars annually to keep the machinery pool going, and the probably returns from land preparation and stuff is like $20,000 or $30,000.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
So the government would have to be prepared if they're going down that route to spend some money in that area. It could happen, but the way things are going these days, where money are scarce and people are careful as to what government have in their hands and what they don't have in their hands, that's an entity that would not generate revenue. So we need to be careful about that.
Yeah, it wouldn't generate because...
No, I think they understand that it will not generate revenue per se. What I believe what government wants to do is to take away the responsibility of having to service, because now that is a place where government lose a lot of monies in relation to servicing their own vehicles, because when you buy a 45-gallon drum of grease, and that is the grease the vehicle, the mechanic go in it half of it. And that's the bottom line. We ain't going, that's not rocket science.
Well, not just that, Andrew. You see, you have more or less an entity that require a good manager. And sometimes you don't find those in the ministry. So what happens is that the ministry takes somebody who they think knows about farm machinery, and they send him to manage a machinery pool. The management of that is completely different from understanding what the machines are all for, So you need to be, be careful with something like that. You have to be well, thought out and organized properly, or else you can be losing money.
Yeah, they definitely.
And it's just the way government operate, and I don't blame any government at all. No. This is the system that we have. Sometimes, you go to Maribo and you say, brethren, why we can't get this service? And they tell you, well, this will look for one bearing. And it's how much for the bearing? $175. Yeah. And well, why aren't you buying it? Well, this have to go to the ministry first, and the ministry have to send it to finance, and finance have to approve it to get $175.
Yeah, then we got LPO.
Well, then rain fall the next week, and you can't get your land plow. So that kind of way.
Yeah.
Andre,
that is where they have to.
Productivity is doing what needs to get done now. That's when you are productive. Once you start to put off job, you become inefficient.
So we have to find a way that this can work properly, and it will mean different pools and not just one pool, like how you had just Maribo. Do you agree, guys? That it has to be different. Maybe I have a pool that works on the western side, and then one that works in St. Andrew, St. Patrick, and not just have Maribo, and then when one guy go to work in Maribo this morning, he go to work for 8 o'clock, and then he drives the tractor if he can to St. Patrick to do some work, and when 12 o'clock he take lunch.
Well, I would like to see the government take that out of their hands, Andre, to be frank. I would like, if they want to put money into that, subsidize that annually, like have some subvention like they have for Carnival and all of those other things. They put it in the hands of a private person who has machinery at their disposal already. I convinced that, if the government maybe put in maybe $200,000 annually into land preparation, and put it in the hands of a private man who has machinery in place and who the government can help source machinery, it will get done better. The equipment will last longer. People will get the job done. That person may, involve in other activities. They might be getting government contracts and stuff to do, work that may help, buffer the cost that they're going. Because the plow lands in Grenada, for farmers, is not something that can be efficient.
I do not support the part where he says give it to somebody who has. Caller, we're going to come to you in a minute. Give it to somebody who has
equipment already. Yeah.
Already, no. These people, they have equipment already, BJ, and they are focused on other things. That's why they have the equipment already. The equipment is not necessarily for that stuff. And what is going to happen is that the farmers are going to suffer, because on the day when a bigger contract comes up, they'll put the farm on pause and the rain will fall. Just like what you said.
They should have enough equipment to
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, so what I'm saying is that it should be someone who understands agriculture and not someone who just have equipment and they don't understand what BJ has to go through.
That's part of the requirement.
So I believe that, hey, somebody like you, the government should come to you and say, look, BJ, do you have the capacity to store these equipment? Yes. Okay, here's what. We are going to do some work with you and give you a loan through Development Bank so that you can get these equipment, get things in place, get parts and everything, and we are going to make sure that this happens. No, this is what we expect you to do.
Andre, the problem I'm foreseeing with that, based on our terrain, based on the topography of the lands that we have, in a lot of cases, we are using the wrong equipment to do cultivation.
I understand that.
So, for example,
that is why
the point I'm making is that, for example, an area like Shambo, you probably can have one small Defoe tractor assigned to that area, and you wouldn't have one puncture because you don't have no tire. You would have tracks. The lands will be plowed much deeper.
That is why I said give it to somebody who knows. We've got a caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Andre Donald, good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to say good morning to you. And BJ, good morning.
Good morning, dear.
Long time I don't hear your voice.
Love you as always.
I love you, boy. I wish I could have get you, boy. When I see you the first time in River Sally, I said, I the man, but it's stuck on the radio, boy. Nice and some man, too, boy. I'm sorry I get old,
gosh.
And I got coming behind you,
Love anyhow, you still, don't watch that.
Yes, anyhow, Andre, I can't hear all you. I have to listen on my phone, But I still want to say good morning to everybody.
Come here.
So, hey.
Morning.
Morning, darling. Morning.
The grapefruit sweet?
Eh?
The grapefruit on them sweet?
Yes, the sweet.
So, one about $5?
$5. And I put $6 or $5. So, all finished.
Yes. So, where you get out from the tree finish or what?
The grapefruit?
The tree done?
We do have more.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't come in the thing,
As well, I see you doing the thing. They were asking about the grapefruit.
Yes. The only thing I have right now around my place is rock swing. A lot of rock swing. Yes.
Right.
And I'm sorry, not already. So God bless and everybody will get stuff.
Okay. And you will get to?
Yes. And yes.
I don't want to sorry.
Very good program. Very good program. Yes.
Thank
Anyhow, you have a blessed day, and I see the terminal. I carrying kick me shit on the chest this morning.
Send a picture for me.
All right, I will get somebody, Jam.
Yeah, send a picture.
I will get somebody. And you WhatsApp to send it?
Yes, send me WhatsApp.
I'll get one of them boys to take
Let
a
it
picture.
take that picture of Candy.
My finger scratching me, Andre.
Good morning.
My finger scratching me. All you have a good day. And morning to Peter David.
All right, okay,
Bye-bye.
Kami's a trip.
Kami's a darling.
Yeah. 6 minutes nowadays before the 9 o'clock hour. That's our time on Real 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. It's Thursday. Oh, what do we have after this? Some great music for you this morning. The Western Division, I don't see them anymore.
Well, yeah,
Eastern Division is always there, but the Western Division, I don't see them anymore. But there's somebody new now, so you might start seeing. There's somebody new controlling the Western Division. Did you know?
Police?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No,
and the person is from St. Patrick.
Is it a man or a woman?
A woman.
A woman.
That's good.
Do you remember Nola? Remember Bonnie?
Bonnie's your sister.
Yeah, Bonnie's sister?
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my good friend.
Yeah, she's now the officer in charge of the Western Division.
I think when they was at the university in SGU, they came and did a project on my hydroponics.
Right. So
really nice lady.
Yeah. So Nola is the one in charge of the Western Division.
That's good.
Yeah. When I see I because I've known her ages growing up and everything, so my way of calling it Nola on the farm, Nola at school, Nola at play, Nola at work, and Nola in the police.
And it's nice, it's nice to see that we have young people rising to the ranks of, superintendent and, that kind of thing, and, gaining, high rank and owning, good monies and
we have another
good position and stuff
we have another
like that.
gentleman who is from St. Patrick again, and he is the officer in charge of the Special Services Unit. That's Paul Christopher from your area.
I think he gone down to.
Yeah, that SSU.
Okay.
When you had people
he was up here and then it's switch. I think
when you had people like Prince and
Prince,
and you had Belfon and them, his brothers, and then you had people like Ted Toussaint, and you had somebody
and
like
Ted is up here.
Yeah, you had people
Prince
like John Charles and stuff like. We have a lot of good policemen from St. Patrick's, who rise to top of things. Yeah, Stanislas, yeah. So St. Patrick's are noted for
the father, his son, the father was there before, or the son? I mean, I see the
brother.
Father. A brother, the elder one.
Yeah, the one who is not, he's retired now.
The older one.
Yeah,
he's
retired now.
Quite
well, they call all of them Santa, so you can't say. And then, there's that brother has a son who is a police officer also. I think he's a corporal or sergeant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they call all of them Santa, so you can't say, well, Santa, because all of them, they're known as Santa.
Good morning to all the police officers. I love all this, so don't charge me too much for seat belt.
You can charge again?
Every Monday. I can't stand the thing.
BJ, you know you have a problem. Why not go and
I don't sure if it's a problem, It's just like I don't like clothes, I don't like shoes, I don't like nothing, I like to stay naked. BJ, as I get into my house, the first thing I do is to kick off my clothes.
Let me tell you what to do, BJ. Go and sit with the police commissioner and try to explain and try to see if he can help you. I mean, yes, I know you're in mind paying the ticket, but BJ, you get a ticket every week.
What's wrong with you? The other day I forget to pay one ticket, and they bring a summons for me, to go to court quite in St. George's,
And you went? Well, you had to go.
Well, I had to go. They said the last day on the summon, last appearance, last notification, And Andre, I don't know if
how much they charge you?
I don't know if you remember. First, I had to give you the whole scenario.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that two guys, only a few years or 2 years or so ago, they were traveling down St. George's side and they bounced a piece of wall and died. Both of them died. Going down is Bolio somewhere down the side. On a bike, yeah.
Yeah.
So a day or so after that, I was coming from St. George's, and when I reached in Tempe, I saw a policeman, two policemen, and a few people around there. Like he had an accident. It looked like something happened. So I slowed down and asked the policeman if all is well, because I wanted to make sure somebody don't get injured and they need transportation or whatever. I didn't have my seatbelt. And the policeman said, wait, you're stopping and ask policeman if all is well? It's policeman that does ask man if all is well, and you don't have seatbelt, but you're stopping, pack up on the side, and so I pull out. I beg him, as the birds are just forget or just checking. He say, you don't check policeman don't just check man. So he charged me $100, he say, and I vex. So he say, you're not going to charge you $1,000 on spot, but I'll charge you $100, go and pay that. So I decided I don't bother with this policeman, this one harsh. So a year after I get a summon, to go to court, when I go to the court, I tell the magistrate sorry. So I said, she said, guilty? I said, yes, I'm guilty, but I'm very sorry, you know, whatever. She charged me 200, and she said, brethren, you have 7 days to pay that, or you go in jail for 7 days, you know, so this I said, I go pay it now. Can't take the 7 days in jail, you understand? They charge me all the time. All the time.
You need to go and sit.
See the commissioner?
Yeah,
the policeman need to say, VJ, go on. Don't bother with that.
No, you need to go and sit to the police. And I don't know if there's anything that can be worked out. You know, I really
Andrew,
don't know.
I was making short trip, you know, short distance. And to take out the seatbelt every minute, every second, you have to pull it out. It's kind of hard. Sometimes from day to day, you have to pull out your seatbelt, man. You know, Andrew, I was by Coates in Grenville, you know. And I went to look for some blender or something inside of there, you know. And they say, check Ram Denny up at the top there by the cinema. You may find good blenders there. I wanted an industrialized one, you know, commercial one. So I leave the car park in Grenville now, and I decided it's by Ram Denny I'm going, you know. From the car park to Ram Denny, somebody jumped on me and charged me, you know. The magistrate was there, Miss John. She was trying to notify me. BJ, put on your seatbelt because the police right there, and I didn't bother with that. The magistrate and all, you're trying to say, BJ, put on the thing on you. And I beg, I say, look at the magistrate judge there. Just come out from there. The police there, I don't see the magistrate, I just see you. I said, well, just they are going, but the vehicle in motion. Right?
You got it.
She said, you don't know the lights that once in motion, you have to have your seatbelt on. $100, Angie.
You got a blender?
Huh?
You got a blender?
What blender? I get me ticket, I just go home, you know. And I said,
I think we have a nice a commercial one. I don't know if it's Kenny.
In Grenville?
In Grenville.
Kenny as in Lansing?
Yeah, a commercial, I think. I don't know if they have down here, but I think that's the one in Grenville. Okay. Yeah. A lot of things they don't have down here.
So when's the last time you got a ticket? Last week?
This week gone there, man. This week at what we did living here now. And every time I move out, I get a ticket all the time. I come out by Kevin garage in the back there and fix a part.
Kevin is on a bed?
Yeah, right by the beach there.
Yeah,
and coming across by Hot Wax, you know. And the part I come out and fix it was really, you know, mucky. So all my hands are filled up with, you know, oil and stuff. So I know how to put on the seatbelt, but if I touch the seatbelt at all, it's going to be real mucky, going to dirty somebody's clothes. So I decided to go out and meet the policeman right in front. They said, where's your seatbelt? I said, I just come out and look at my hands, officer. I can't touch the seatbelt. He said, let me dry it for you. He dried it and he charged me $100.
That's the greatest.
He dried it for you?
He dried for me and he charged me $100. They charge me all the time. Every morning.
God.
Yep. But we have some really good policemen in the country.
We
we have some nice officers, and we keeping the peace, and that's what's nice about Grenada,
They
and
must
Andre.
be good for us to be laughing.
Well, yeah, I mean,
laughing
this is what I like Grenada for, the peace, the tranquility of the place, man. Yeah, some people think does happen, like a bad thing here and there, but not compared to some of them other countries, Andre. We're really, really cool here, and we have to, commend the police for that. They're doing a very good job. There's more to be done, but, given the limited resources, they are doing a good job. You're laughing at me.
I had to continue laughing, but nonetheless, guys, we did enjoy it. We ended on a good note this morning. BJ and his seatbelt charges.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, guys. Have
Folks,
a wonderful
be
one
good,
now.
until again.
Yeah.
Right,
BJ,
bye.
take care of yourself.
Take care, man. God bless.
No charge for next week.
I hope you get charged next week.
Number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update produced by Triple N. Details when we get back.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&N Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices. Or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&N Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Welcome back. Locally, 68 teachers from the public schools in Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique will be part of a virtual graduation on Thursday, 18th November 2021, after completing an intensive one-week online course with Lesley University based in Cambridge, Massachusetts. The course was organized through the Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development, Religious Affairs and Information and Grenadian Ambassador Extraordinary and the Plenipotentiary to the United States of America, Her Excellency Yolan Smith, by the non-profit Authentic Caribbean Foundation, Inc. In the region, in Trinidad and Tobago, a startling 781 new positive COVID-19 cases have been reported by the Ministry of Health. In its daily update on Wednesday, the ministry said that those results were from samples taken between November 12th and November 16th. The total number of active positive cases is now 700,689. 6 additional COVID-19 related deaths have been recorded by the Ministry of Health. The persons were 5 men and 1 woman. Their deaths take the COVID-19 related death toll to 1,891. Around the globe, at least 15 people have been shot dead by security forces during a mass protest against last month's military takeover. Dozens have also been injured by live fires and tear gas, according to the Central Committee of Sudanese Doctors. Here are the details.
The demonstrations in Sudan continue. Less than a week after hundreds of thousands around the country took the streets demanding the military reverse its takeover of the government, people came out on Wednesday to reiterate that same demand.
I demand for a civilian government and the military council to be taken to court, and those who killed people to be handed justice, and those who are making our lives hard here must also be brought to justice.
The protests were organized by bodies known as resistance committees and the Forces of Freedom and Change Coalition, which has been sharing power with the military. Again, protesters were met with violence, including tear gas and live ammunition by security forces to disperse them. Several have been killed and many more injured. Authorities also disrupted phone lines. The internet has been restricted since the military takeover, and those restrictions became tougher during Wednesday's demonstrations. But all that didn't deter the crowds from gathering in capital and other cities.
Thank you, Russell. And in sports, Giannis scored 47 points as the reigning NBA champs Milwaukee Bucks claimed a 109-102 win over the Los Angeles Lakers. The Greece-born star scored 28 first-half points on his way to recording his best scoring figures this term. Chris Middleton also moved level with Ray Allen on top of the Bucks' all-time three-pointers list as they won for the first time at home since October 19th. This ends the latest update of news. Thank you for listening.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents: soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low? For one, we size our transformers just for what we need, and we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LED. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
How do you know if it is working?
We pay attention to the usage history table. Over time, our average...
Hey, I am Corporal 85 Grant, attached to CRD Eastern Division, reminding you that incest and all other sexual violence is a crime.
And me say no make them take advantage of you.
This is Real 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Maxine and Twine, good morning. What's up with you?
Morning. You good?
What's all that smiley about?
Well, I'm happy.
You're
yes.
happy?
I'm happy, yes. Yes.
Okay, so tell me what's good. Why are you so happy?
I'm happy today's my mother's birthday.
Althea?
Yep. She getting big.
Althea's a big woman?
So happy birthday, mommy. I know you're going to have a great day. Yeah, all the grandchildren and them, they up there already making this. So, I know you're going to have a good day today. Don't give trouble. I love you. Mwah.
Where is she?
She them?
She's not listening.
I know. Somebody will tell her.
I know she's not listening. Good morning, Althea.
The shopkeeper tell her because he just be listening all the time.
Oh, the shopkeeper always listens?
Oh, yes. Every evening when I come here, how come you reading news now and you're there here now? I say, you don't see how my mic I'm strapped onto my face? My mic is strapped to my face.
Yeah, right.
Good morning, Mr. Alistair, Miss Dawn. I know all you're listening. So is it Parry good all? Okay, silence.
Kenny Larson is asking a question. You want to hear the question? Can someone differ with you on issues and still be your friend, or now becomes your enemy? People always differing with me.
Of course.
Yeah, if they want to.
Up to you to keep them enemy or not.
They don't want to keep me enemy, they're the business.
Of course.
It doesn't really bother me.
In these covidious times, you can be keeping enemy. What madness is this?
Who want them to keep enemy?
I said, no. This thing no I can.
Oh, I need somebody to take me to dinner.
Me too.
For real?
I don't dinner, I want lunch. Nighttime is to sleep, sorry. I would like somebody to take me to lunch. Somewhere on the beach. I can wear a pretty dress and fix my hair. Although you wash and things.
Are you going to sing happy birthday to your mom?
Why?
Why not? Come on, you have to. Yeah. Sing it.
Happy birthday to you.